Live from the internet, it's the Dr. Tom the Frog Show!
Hi-ho, this is Dr. Tom the Frog, and you're watching the Dr. Tom the Frog Show, where we talk about role-playing games! Again, we have the amazing backdrop by Juan Ochoa. You should totally check out his website. Love his art. Look at this dude. Hello, Lowell Francis. How are you doing?
I am doing very well, Dr. Tom.
Now, you have you seen? Is this not amazing? Do you love this guy back here?
Oh, I love it. I watched that episode and I watched him draw it, and I was stunned at how it all came out. It was brilliant.
Very cool. Now, Lowell here is on because he is from a blog about professional football in Baltimore. So how'd you become such a big Ravens fan?
Well, actually, I did my master's work at Johns Hopkins, and that got me interested. And that was actually my early version of the blog was about the Baltimore Ravens, but then I got a cease and desist. So I moved over to Age of Ravens, which is primarily about role-playing games.
Oh, about role. See, I thought perhaps it could be a Teen Titans fanfic show, but that's not it?
No, unfortunately not, no.
Ah, I see. Okay. All right. Well, I've read your blog once, but frankly, never more.
Oh, touche.
Thank you. Now I'm having you on, first of all, because of the blog, which is Any nominated. Isn't that right? Any nominated?
Yes, for best website against some really serious competition this year. It was kind of startling. You submit the entries, but I had no expectation that it would actually get nominated.
That is so fantastic. Congratulations, Lowell. I'm super excited for you. What kind of content do you have on there? It's mostly just one-page dungeons, right? I think that's...
No. So campaign frames, I do a lot of work on that. I've got my actual play videos. I've done some work on system guides for new players for things like 13th Age and Fate. I do a lot of reviews. Everything I do at home, working on hacks and variation things I put up there, and general advice on RPGs. And then, of course, the big thing I've been doing recently connected with Patreon is the histories of various RPG genres for the last couple of years.
Oh, we're going to stick a pin on that and come back to that.
Sure.
Yeah. Why do you do a blog?
It's going to sound kind of dumb. I left my last position as an editor at an academic press and was trying to figure out what I wanted to do. And about maybe 6 months after I had gotten out of that, I realized I needed to be writing every day. And since I knew RPGs, that's what I started doing, was just writing everything down as much as I could and getting in the habit. Not that I expect anybody to be reading it, but it means that at least I'm generating things and getting it down on paper, once or twice a week, if not more.
Oh, cool. Now, what's your favorite part of doing the blog?
Oh, gee, that's a really good question. I think it's that it forces me to go and think about this stuff all the time, which I love doing, and putting stuff down in a concrete way. And because of that, I've met a lot of really interesting people who do neat stuff. Your production manager, Rich, and like I've met a couple of people of games that I really like Ben Robbins, who does Microscope and Kingdom, has contacted me. So that's been neat. And my players don't read it. I have a large group, and they rarely read it. So I know that I can put spoilers up there, and they won't follow up on that.
Oh man, I'll pass that along. Rogers, you heard that. He was being nice to you, so keep in mind. All right, that's cool. They get to meet people. I love doing this show because I get to meet interesting folks who are doing cool things in the hobby. That's cool. Now, you are, as a scholar of RPGs, I have to extol because you recently came out with a mind-blowingly comprehensive and, may I say, far overdue history of amphibian RPGs. I mean, I don't really have a question. I just want to say you rock, sir. Thank you.
Well, one of the things is that having spoken with Rich at Origins, and we talked about that, and I realized there was a whole train of game design that hadn't been explored. I mean, we've got Playing at the World that covers the early days of TSR. We've got Dungeons and Dragons, which covers all the hobby, industry side. But it's like people have ignored the whole amphibian side of things, and I think that does a real disservice to real founders of that line, like Ken Saint Salamandre and his work on Tunnels and Toads. So I'll have that up and available on my blog, going over things from Tunnels and Toads to Hopper to Gamma Pond to World of Croakness to Battletoads of the 23rd century, and all the exciting games that have gone on that have been sadly overlooked by the mainstream hobby.
You are a scholar and a gentleman. I just love that you point out how Bugged Eyes, Wide Mouth, and Frogs in the Vineyard were definitely they were landmarks in the overall hobby and how much influence they had. And honestly, they've been copied by quite a few other designers. That's
Absolutely.
Okay. That's okay. They're more popular. Someone has to do first mover, second mover. I've read a paper or listened to a podcast or something about that. That's so be it. But this is great. So you're going to have that up on your blog, which, by the way, Innie's voting as this comes out, because I'm going to crack the whip on Rogers there and get this out soon enough for maybe if you watch this right away, you could still go vote for you for best website, right? And as you check out the website, because you want to make an informed decision, you can check out the history of amphibian RPGs. Wow. Lowell, this has been super fun. So now I want to tail it off because it's time for a serious question. Are you ready for a serious question, Lowell?
I have been ever since I heard that I was going to be on the show. I've been sort of nervously anticipating this moment.
All right. Well, the crack writing staff has worked hard on this one. I'm very excited. All right. Here we go. Now you guys listen to the whole question. There's several parts and subparts. Are you ready now?
I am ready.
All right. Bruce Campbell, Bruce Willis, or Bruce Lee?
In general is what you're saying.
I'm saying Bruce Campbell, Bruce Willis, or Bruce Lee.
Oh, boy. That's a really difficult question. I think I am going to have to go with Bruce Campbell because everything I've heard about Bruce Willis is that he's kind of an unpleasant human being. And Bruce Lee was quite apparently hard to work with at times, but Bruce Campbell is supposed to be a super nice guy. So I have to go with Bruce Campbell, just in general, if we're asking that question. And if we're going with characters that they played, it's Bruce Campbell's characters that I want backing me up, I think.
Oh, yeah. Ash, definitely great backup there. Even Evil Ash would be kind of awesome.
Yes, absolutely.
And Autocalis, I don't know, the guy from Xena.
Oh, I didn't even think about that. Yeah. Acalpagalapas.
Exactly. You're right on my wavelength. Well, Lowell, I was super excited to have you on the show. Thank you so much for coming on.
No, thank you for having me, Dr. Tom. Big fan. Very glad to be here.
Fantastic. You're going to have to do another blog so I can have you on again.
Fair enough.
You just watched the Dr. Tom the Frog Show, and we hope that you liked what you saw, yo. But if it was a big waste of your time, well, it's free, so that's not a crime. But if it was a waste of your time, yes, it's free, so that's not a crime.